was the common laborer's wage for one day's work. And Philip says it's going to take 200 denarii, more than 6 months' wages, to feed this crowd. His way, listen up, of looking at the situation was what he was used to and what he had grown up with. He was a common, ordinary man, so he defined the situation based on his own experience. I'll earn a denarius a day for working. That's the common man's wage. And that's what I'm going to look at my situation and define it by. Do you know, his mindset was not one of gold and silver. His mindset was not one of wealth. His mindset was minimum wage. So whenever he's confronted, okay, he had just experienced and glimpsed the fullness of heaven through Jesus healing people. But when he was confronted by something that was bigger than he could handle, all he could do was to work it out based on his own experience and his own ability. Do you do that? Philip went back to minimum wage and said, when I'm looking at need in front of me, when these people need fed and it needs and required the supernatural, all Philip could define was, I'm a common man and it's going to take 6 months of my wages to even start to feed them. Do you see how what he was brought up in, when he was confronted by something bigger than himself, limited himself and also limited God? Do you understand that? Do you realize that you do that every day? Because of the way that you've been brought up, and you have not yet, many of us, developed a wealth mindset that I have the full resource of heaven behind me. Philip had minimum wage mentality. Let me ask you, do you have the same? When you're confronted with things that are bigger, how do you define it, assess it, and work it out? Is it, I am a wealthy man, a wealthy woman with all the resource of heaven, or is it, I can do this, I can do that, I can do the other? If you do that, you're going to miss it. And you might have need even financially this morning. But if your definition is, God, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to work it out, you're going to miss it. The result was that his situation was enough to overcome Philip because his mindset was a pauper and not a prince.